Okay, Dean, so having a quick chat about Enisei, a newcomer to the competition for this season. We play them at home on the 22nd of November and then a to be confirmed date in January over in Russia. What were your thoughts when they first came out of the draw?
Who are they, to be honest with you? Well, in fact, we knew who they were, but nobody was quite sure where they were based. It's a huge place, is Russia, and I think everybody was looking around Moscow to begin with, and or St. Petersburg or wherever. But actually, they're quite a way across east, and although we're not playing them over in Siberia or around about that neck of the woods, and we're playing in Sochi, it's still quite a way for us. And so I think a bit of intrigue more than anything looking at it, because we weren't quite sure who they were, where they're from, or what the culture is, because there's so many different cultures in that country alone, in Russia alone.
It's an interesting development for the competition, isn't it? I mean, the game against Connaught in round one is I believe the first cross-border competition that Enisei have ever been involved with. Is there anything that you can expect from the match at the moment, or do you have to wait and see how they perform in the other rounds before they come to here?
No, the first thing is getting games of them, understanding what they're about, and with them not having played cross-border competitions, it becomes a little bit trickier, a little bit more difficult. But I've watched a bit of Russian rugby over the years, and they play some really good rugby. They've got some good players in their side. And they're students of the game, which is the interesting thing. They love, they have a passion for the sport. They love the sport, and as such, they just sit down watching game after game after game and trying to get out onto the field. They're a good side, and they beat Calvasano to get where they've got in qualifying for the European competition. So in that respect, they'll be a difficult team to crack.
And how important is it to open the doors up to teams like Enisei in competitions like this, both from a playing side of things and I suppose from experience from the lads? I know we all went over to Romania last year and experienced a totally different culture. How important is it that in terms of their development?
I think that's what sport's all about, isn't it? If you play the same teams week in, week out, then it becomes pretty boring. Actually, to open the doors up to going over to Russia, to Romania, places like that, it's fascinating, because you play against different people who have different playing styles, but you also come across different cultures as well, and it's a big talking point amongst the players actually going over to Russia.